Liquid quite heavily. Sure, you like picked Slark to have something against Medusa. Now you're stuck to play position for Slark, which they did during Berlin Major against PSG LGD, and they did win that game. I'm just slightly... If someone can make it work, it's definitely Saksa. He plays all these weird position 4 heroes. And then they have Dark Willow as well coming out from the mid lane. If this is my pub, if I see these heroes, I'm like, yeah, Radiant lost. Guys, we lost. I'm always on the losing side, so that's why I said we. On side of Liquid, much easier, straightforward draft overall. And again, they will be playing Medusa on Zai, so might be the real carry in this game, and we might see something different coming out from Mickey. Maybe some type of a Gleipnir build, I would say, in this one. Bramble Maze. Mickey's going to be fine.
But under the tower, yeah. So, nothing doing. Level 1 Bramble Maze for 9. And I'm kind of really interested in this Slark, seeing what he's going to do in this game as a position 4. Is this going to be like a 4 core kind of thing eventually? I'm ready for it. And Dark Willow over mid is always something, you know, when it's different, it's exciting.
Oh, they steal it. Boxy manages to get it. So it's going to be 3 runes for Liquid.
That's
starting at 3 in this bottom lane. Maybe thinking of getting a kill. Slark does have Blood Grenade. There's one available on Snaking as well. Saksa still didn't learn anything. You want to start with Essence Shift. If you get like a pound, you can't really trade in the lane.
Right.
But if he sees an opportunity for it, he might go for it.
Guess we'll have to see how far forward they end up coming into this lane. And I mean, it's 3v3. It's still kind of tough to secure that kill, right? And especially when you're time walking out like that, and now you're very far from it.
So it seems like this might be it. We might be stuck in 3 versus 3 heroes.
Try v try.
No time walk available on Skitter, already down to half HP.
Yeah,
Bloodright, Bash, Glimpse, very powerful. They can set things up for a Bloodright on a hero. But Saksa, he's steeping top, does have that Essence Shift available.
Flame break action, some right clicks. Zai getting into a lot of trouble, doesn't have a lot of mana left to work with, but has 3 charges on that wand, which is pretty much just the typical build we see for these Medusas. To start, wand, branch, branch, branch. And any way to stay alive or have a little bit of a pop-up in
Saksa might kill the courier here.
A courier dies, but not before it delivers a Sage's Mask and an enchanted mango. And we don't give mangoes the credit. We usually just say he picked up some mangoes. They are enchanted. We need to start...
When you said it, I knew exactly where it's gonna go.
You can read me really well these days. Time walk, sticky bomb, there's the glimpse. Mickey, though, hit with a blood grenade. These right clicks from techies, not something that you would expect me to say back in the day, but doing a good amount of damage and harassment onto these Liquid heroes.
Still level 1 on Snaking. If he's level 2, that's definitely a kill. When you play against Bloodseeker, you need to heavily harass him, keep him low. You can't just afford him to get these free last hits. Gotta contest every single one of them. 9, looking at the mid lane, doing really well. This is something that he talked in an interview after they won the game the other day. Who did they play against? Against Quest. He played it 2 times in a row. And went for same item build. Road of Athos, because Dark Willow is universal hero nowadays, so having an extra bit of a lockdown for some of these slippery heroes like Queen of Pain, Bloodseeker, sometimes hard to lock down. Even Spirit Breaker charging in, you can easily stop the charge.
So we'll see if that Spirit Breaker can really get away with some of the crazy things we've seen SPs do in some of these games, but that's usually from a 3 position. We see Spirit Breakers kind of get opening opportunities, and a couple of Essence Shift right clicks onto Zai, but not doing a lot there as he's still working with 4 wand charges. Bottom lane, we're seeing Mickey at about half health pretty constantly.
Nisha does have 2 raid bands available. You have this Regent coming from your tower, Inspiration Aura from Flag Bearer creep, so he's gonna go back to almost full HP in no time.
Isha pushed away for just a moment. 9 trying to get into that level 5, and we'll see if any supports end up rolling around. Blood right, time dilation, gonna stick in the silence. Mickey though, now here with the blast off, and they've got a bash. Can they get the kill? Just again getting away. It does end up being close. They've got the glimpse on a Snake King, but Mickey, I don't know if he really wants to turn around with Skitter right in his face. Charge made onto 9, but immediately
Difficult.
into the Shadow Realm.
Hero to get Queen of Pain, level 4, same goes for Dark Willow, but the battle is in this bottom lane. They're very low. Skitter does have Time Walk available, but as soon as you use it, they're going to start to put even more pressure on you.
Yeah.
Another glimpse in 10 mana.
Snake King. Ooh. We've also got this Firefly off in the top lane. Nothing doing yet in terms of first blood, but a 1,000 net worth lead for the side of Liquid.
Okay, he's having a really good time in this bottom lane. Now back to full HP, while Tundra needs to bring some extra regen. I can see couriers flying in with the healing salve. Not flying in, they're slowly walking. Tangos and the healing salve for snaking.
Glimpse, got to make sure you don't lose those couriers, but the Glimpse back right towards the Bloodseeker. That's first blood.
Nicely done by Skeeter.
Skeeter, though,
Dodges
still under the
that
tower and in
charge.
trouble.
Still gonna die here.
And there is gonna be another kill potentially. Ooh, Roche can't go that way. Skitter will still end up dead. Mickey gets the kill. It's a double kill for him because they have some help coming in from Boxy, as now he's gonna be charging. Hits the Slark, hits 33. Mystic Snake needs a bash, hoping to get one, and won't find one.
Spirit Breaker, one of the finest creations we had again in a long time. Feels like the hero is super strong right now, especially with the addition of Twin Gates. Like, you can TP rotate, you can go through the gates, you can charge people across the map, so you can be heavily involved at these early stages of the game.
Gonna get that glimpse on a Skitter. Moves him all the way back to base, but he knew enough time. Courier low, trying to get over to 9. As he's got himself those first couple of crowns. Into that Rod of Atos like you were talking about.
I'll take that.
Charge. Going towards top, going towards 33. They're right on top. Him with the Firefly. They're burning Zai's mana. They're burning his life, but they just don't have enough yet. And now, 33, he's in the trees, but the charge is coming, and it hits both heroes. So, 33 now needs to get out of here as the bash is onto Insania. All right. Skitter gets the bashes, gets the kill. They'll look for 33 still, as Sox is now on to Zai. Zai with no mana. Boxy takes out this Batrider, but at the end of the day, they will lose this Medusa. Charge. Soxa dead.
Whew, Spirit Breaker getting a lot. Like, it's always fun to watch Medusa dying, because she's like, yeah, she's super tanky, still tanky, very tanky. Then she's like, oh, dead. Suddenly, as soon as your mana is gone, Snaking will steal XP rune. There's Boxy trying to do the same thing. It seems like they're going to be able to stop it. 33. Too quick.
So that's a big
Tundra,
part of getting back into this game.
Boxy, he's out of mana.
Doesn't have enough for a charge, so they're just going to come over and pounce Leash and kill off the Spirit Breaker. So, 2 permanent stacks in that Essence shift already for Soxa.
You're all about those stacks. The build he went for when he played against PSG LGD was double Raid Band, Power Treads, Heaven's Halberd. That was pretty much it. I believe he also might have had Shard from Tormentor. So,
Ooh, Bramble Maze. Pounce. The Leash. Oh, the Sonic Wave Soxa. Whoa, getting blown up. Glimpse back, 9. Now with the Bedlam. Well, not going to be enough. Bring in everybody.
Still charging in. It's going to be on the creep, but they might catch Snaking here as well. No TP
Rupture,
available.
Sticky Bomb, nowhere to go. Can he get a neutral to kill him? No. And now they've got the lasso mid to finally kill Nisha, but that cost them a lot.
It really did. No mana on 9 to be able to get either of these ultis going. You want to go for Bedlam to have that little bit of extra damage. Even if you had enough for Terrorize, I think it would still be enough. Sure, Bedlam costs less mana, but definitely a kill that they would love to get before getting killed. And now things are looking really good for Liquid. Boxy, he's all over the place. Heavily involved in already 5 kills. Didn't even pick up XP rune, but it's still level 5. And look at Skeeter. He's...
Mickey, he's going to die to Snaking, but Skitter's going to do the same and drop to Nisha.
I would say this is carry for carry trade in terms of names, but looking who's playing which heroes and what items they're going for means that they... Well, Medusa's going for Blade Mail. Okay, I like this a lot. On Zai, there's going to be a lot of uncontrollable damage you're playing against Slark, especially Dark Willow. This is going to be the hero that you're going to be afraid of. Magical damage. Pretty much, like damage inside Chrono, something that panel did talk about, isn't really there. So, if you get the Blade Mail off, like during Chrono, you're not going to be even focused.
33, losing his courier. Getting onto that Roche Memorial Cliff and back on down. Charge is coming, but Zai now right behind him. There's the time dilation. Charge making its way all the way through towards the tier 1. And a flame break to stop it. They've got the glimpse. It's on to the Faceless Void. They go to the Sonic Wave. And well, 33, he's still alive. He's running away from this. And
Nisha's gonna chase him down.
He wants to dive, but by the tier 3, he turned. I think he wanted to get the blink into the lasso, but the Chrono committed. Nisha, he is going to die for this. To Saksa.
Diving tier 3 towers 10 minutes into the game.
Insania. Sticky Bomb blast off. The damage with the Bramble Maze. Now the charge getting stopped thanks to the Bramble Maze. Another Sticky Bomb. Zai's here, though, so... they'll have some help. Boxy will get the kill on a Snaking, and just 10 minutes into the game, we've got 17 kills.
Yeah, it's a wild one. You would not expect... Oh,
Lasso.
Tumbler's toy into Lasso.
Okay, on the run. Flame break to push him back, and that's going to be another kill.
Meke this time around, it feels like the same almost type of a game when Zai played offlane Bloodseeker. He was... Like, they did win that game at the start of the DPC tour, but he did not have a good time. Like, he went, I think, for Recovery Midas. We were casting that game together, if I remember correctly. And then went for, like, Pipe, Solar Crest. Was just pretty much an aura bot for his own team. Meke is doing the same thing, going into Pipe, but still having decent amount of damage. Like, decent amount of stats from Magic Wand, Raid Band, Phase Boost. You can still pack a punch.
Trying to pack a punch. Still trying to go for this round of Atos. 4-9. He's almost got it, though. 1,700 gold. Charge coming through on a Saksa, by the way. That's over mid. He's having that level 6. So he'll go into the Shadow Dance. Little cha-cha slide with that glimpse back towards Nisha. And 2 steps to the left, 2 steps to the right. Dancing his way to a death to Nisha.
Value of Glimpse in this game is insane against Slark, against Faceless Void, like Dark Willow pre-Shadow Realm to get her back maybe into Static Storm. And they have great vision. You have Spirit Breaker charging in, you have Bloodseeker seeing them on low HP, Queen of Pain providing vision in this front line. 9.
Down to 9.
Nisha picked up a Shield Rune.
Down Bedlam, yeah, so Shield Rune's gonna soak up a lot of that. And they have Glimpse again. So coming in, blinking in the middle of the Bramble Maze, looking for the Terrorize. That'll put him into the Brambles. Now they've got the Flame Break, pushing him into another. And Nisha still, though, with a lot of health, thanks to that Shield Rune. Saksa on the run, Sticky Bomb. There's the charge on the Saksa. They're going to chase. They've got Glimpse in 2 seconds if they need it. But everybody is here for Liquid as they fluidly move towards bottom and get this kill on Saksa.
Yeah, very moist moves here coming up from Liquid in this third game. Being able to get those kills, provide vision. I think Insania used 3 glimpses in that fight. This is level 3 glimpse. Still level 5. It's going to get level 6 on a mid lane because they stole their XP runes again.
Just gotta always steal those XP runes. Oh, Snaking trying to farm with the proximity mines, but Zai just right-clicking it immediately, not allowing his own creeps to die. Level 10 there for Nisha, as you could see. As we got that list of levels for the entire team. Top the net worth for Tundra is 33, and you could see that the Void is struggling. Skitter doesn't have a lot of gold.
Recovery Pitus needs to go for it in this type of a game. You need to be able to catch up. Right now, he's the lowest net worth core at the moment. Like, Spirit Breakers is getting close to him. With this Hand of Midas, your farm, like 10, 15 minutes, 20 into the game, you're gonna be there.
Oh, 14 minutes. And Insania. He'll pick up his. 33 will pick up the other one. And that's experience picked up as this is, oh, now Sox are getting chased. Again, they've just got this glimpse, kinetic field, dancing and TPing away, but not getting a lot of value out of this Slark at the moment.
Boxy was thinking about maybe charging in a creep, but it was on cooldown. They're still gonna smoke. There is Static Storm available. Disruptor doesn't have much mana to work with. Has Clarity running, a couple of wand charges, but yeah, should be enough for a combo. 33 continues to farm up these Ancients. He's been in a triangle for a long time. Does have Octarine core now.
And that puts Lasso right now. It says it's got a 75-second cooldown, but there's the charge, the Nether Strike, the kill on the Snake King. So getting that kill once again, and Liquid finding whatever they can as the kills have kind of slowed down, but that is because there is a lot of farm priority coming in for Tundra. But Tumblr's Toy, Lasso, Time Dilation, Zai popping that Blade Mail. Throwing out that Mystic Snake. They've got the charge coming through in a 33, but no more mana left on Zai. And once you've got no mana, a couple right clicks will do the job. The charge committing?
No one was there to help him out. They do have multiple abilities to stop from charge going off. Batrider with Flame Break, you could see 33 running closer to the south so that he has vision of Spirit Breaker potentially getting on top of him and canceling that charge. Bramble Maze, of course, very difficult for him to get through it. This is why Box is going straight into BKB.
Straight BKB. Always good for you and me. And Snaking. He's going to be caught again, it looks like. Blood Right, Kinetic Field, nowhere to go. He ends up dead. Meanwhile, over mid, Nisha with the with the Sonic Wave, and Soxa at 9 trying to get out as 9 will TP, but Soxa won't be so fortunate.
For a second, I thought there was going to be a Phoenix in the game the way you started it. I thought it was going to be Supernova, but yeah, Sonic Wave. Gets two of them.
Super one.
Super boom. Yeah, they get 2 kills from it. They should this time around having a much better game on co-op. Like, Queen of Pain is a very difficult hero to play. I would say, like, the most difficult aspect is being able to know when to jump in. Skitter this time can't time walk it off because it's on cooldown.
And there is another strike and some control. Static Storm, but Insania getting chased by 33. They've got Soxa off to the side. They'll get the kill on Insania. They'll look over for Boxy. He's trying to go right. He's trying to go left, making sure that he doesn't get pounced on again. But that's on cooldown for another 10 seconds. Time Dilation, the charge attempt. But there's the Flame Break. That means he's staying right there and allowing this Faceless Void to get the kill.
A little bit of anti-synergy there. Spirit Breaker uses ulti, pushes him into Static Storm, then gets immediate bash afterwards, pushes him out. They understand that they don't have enough damage to take down Skeeter, who is relatively tanky with just Power Tread's wand. And now picks up a tier 2 token for himself, gets the Vambrace going.
You're talking about the Recovery Pitus on Faceless Void. That's the same thing 9 did. He had enough gold to finish off the Rod of Atos previously, but then went to the Midas, now back to the Rod of Atos, which he finally finished.
Yeah, I think that's the correct choice. And now Initiation with that Rod of Atos.
And they've rooted him. Can they kill him? Benwell, Lasso. That'll help with the control to get the kill on the Mid King. Oxy just not getting there in time. And you can see 9 building the Ags. That'll be when it really starts to pop off with the upgrade to the Shadow Realm.
That's a huge one. So you can actually stand there, deal damage without being exposed. Also, Spirit Breaker can charge you. Skitter maybe trying to set something up here on Zai.
He's got Chrono. Stone Gaze, charge coming in, Sonic Wave, Time Walk. There's the Bramble Maze. There's the Rod of Atos. Boxy charging all the way across. Has some help from Nisha. Goes to the Nether Strike, but they've got the blast off. They get the kill on a Skitter. He's unable to survive the Bedlam. It's on a Boxy, but the Static Storm is placed down. They've got the Glimpse. It puts him on the other side of the Static Storm, so it's not going to connect on him completely. But Zai, Nisha putting some right-click damage in onto 9, and they'll take him out of the number count. So, looking for more. Saksa into the Shadow Dance. He's running from 5 heroes on the side of Liquid, but they're right there with him. Kinetic Field will stop him up, and they'll get another. As Liquid, like that fight is it's a little bit disjointed from Tundra.
Seems like they wanted a little bit too much in that fight, going on to Medusa. With Blade Mail, with that Manta style, she's super tanky. And even without killing Faceless Void straight away, charge still made through, didn't connect on any of the Brambles. There was no Flame Break this time. So they managed to get the kill. No Chrono. I feel like Tundra might want to go for something now, knowing that there is no Sonic Wave. Stone Gaze will be able... I mean, you put it in my head, you know, with the Supernova.
I almost said Supernova. Snaking Glimpse back and will eventually die to the Shadow Strike. Sonic Strike?
There's a lot of good combos. Let's see the wraparound. Liquid pop that scan and did connect, so they know something is up.
Uh-oh. Yeah, when Insania's here, it gets a little bit touch and go because they've got that glimpse. Bramble Maze, Zai still running forward, looking for the Terrorize, put the fear in his eyes, and sending him backwards. But charge in Nether Strike, that lands onto 9, goes into the Shadow Realm. There's the Sonic Wave. Static Storm committed. They get the kill there onto 1. 9's out. Sticky Bomb thrown over, and that's all they're gonna get for now. While Insania sits low, the Flame Break lands. That should burn him away. 33 though, now dominating and might just give up that spree immediately.
Nice, done by
Goes to the lasso. They're purling him in. They've got the Chrono. He survives on the high ground. They get the kill on Boxy. They'll look over at Mickey. The turn is insane here for Tundra. They've got themselves a third. They'll look over at Nisha. The Bashers are coming in quick for Skitter, and they'll take out this Queen of Pain. Zai now trying a 1v1 fight. No 2v1, no 3v1, no 4v1. Tundra showing up with numbers. They don't want to let Zai get away, but he'll TP before his HP is depleted.
That was such a cool play there from Saksa. Getting pounds on charging Spirit Breakers, stopping it from connecting onto Batrider, that was massive. This is what wins them the team fight. So 33 manages to escape, gets back into the game, gets back into the fight, and almost a full team wipe. This time they didn't have enough to stop him from TPing out, and we'll see that again. This is also a fight without 9. Like, 9 is pretty much their damage. He's also their control. Liquid understands that, and they go for 9 straight away. Multiple ultis used on top of him to be able to get the kill, and you'll see it. Saksa, he's on a different level. Like, I think maybe I'm a little bit biased because I'm a position 4 player myself, but
right.
These position 4 players, the impact they do have on the game is pretty insane.
Look at this. Ooh, Chrono.
Because he got the Dark Pact off as well, went through the charge. I didn't see it at the first time. Dispelled that bash and managed to get the connection.
What a great turnaround there for Tundra. A really big one. It evens up the game. You were seeing Liquid kind of pulling away with this one, it felt like, and a fight like that definitely brings it back to earth. You were saying, you know, you're rooting for Saksa. I feel like a lot of support players are always rooting for supports because support.
I say I'm rooting for Saksa. I'm just...
No. So I don't mean it like a bias thing, like you're always rooting for supports kind of thing. Like, it's always where the eye focuses, I feel like, if you're a support player.
Pretty much. You're always trying to learn, trying to improve, and these are the type of players that you can learn the most from.
Yes.
Multiple Lincoln Spheres being built on Tundra. 1 on 9. I see 1 almost being finished on 33, and Skeeter also going for 1. They don't want to get charged. They don't want to get ruptured, glimpsed.
So, when 9's going away from this Axe, though, that it feels like it takes away a lot of the potential damage that you were going to have as time went on, and now he switches back to the Axe.
Maybe he thinks because you got to talk about the items. Dota 2,
Right.
very co-op game, very team play-wise oriented. And these
Not
esports
just one player.
gamers, they do know how to utilize items correctly. So having two of those, like he might still go for Lincoln's as his third item, but feels like maybe one of those could be thrown on top of him so that he doesn't die. He could still change his mind and make me look stupid, but we'll have to see.
You are a professional e-commentator, though.
Yeah, I am indeed.
So I don't think they'll make you look stupid. 33. He's got that Lincoln's. Boyd almost is. It just... We'll see if the timing works out. I'm ready to see who's going to end up wanting to go for Roche first, because that's been a big point of contention throughout the entirety of this series.
Ooh, smoke, they know someone is here.
Smoke immediately broke in. I don't even think the smoke enveloped them yet. Before that got broken, as they get the kill on a snaking, but they'll trade for Boxy. They were thinking about the rupture, but it's caught in the brambles. Now the kinetic field to get him some space. They've got a double damage, time walk, time dilation. It does land, but you still really want to go in.
Snaking
Blink back, I think that's the answer.
immediately pings out where the ward is. In this type of situation, Snaking would buy back, I would say almost immediately, but doesn't have DP scroll available, so can't DP to an outpost, can't DP to a tier 2 tower. Bonk, bonk, bonk.
Just bonking.
Players are having too much fun with Roshan.
Or is Roshan having too much fun with the players?
That's a question.
It's always a question. So, let's see, because they're setting up towards top. Maybe they want to fight. Maybe they're expecting Tundra to make the move over. And we take a look at the Dota Plus win probability. Ooh, another point there for Tundra.
Tundra doing better.
On the board.
Yeah.
52 to 48% in favor of Team Liquid, and now they're in a Roche.
I like when Dota Plus is lazy. They see this guy that controls it, that clicks all this stuff. He's like, oh, less than 1k gold lead. I'll put 50-50%.
No insight. They're not going for this Roche. Completely just set on farming up. A little bit surprising.
Fighting into Stone Gaze inside Sonic Wave, they have like multiple abilities that they can like amplify damage from Rupture with Spirit Breaker, Bash, Nether Strike, Sonic Wave. Also, team fighting into Static Storm. Like there's just too strong of a fight in these small places from Liquid, so I can understand why Tundra didn't want to take a fight there. Saksa, he's getting charged. Shard is available on him. He picked it up himself, while Snaking got one from Tormentor.
Yeah, the charge ends up getting stopped, and I like this Shard. Are you a fan of the Depth Shroud?
Yeah, it's a really good Shroud.
9 has that Ags being
Depth Shard.
delivered.
It's a type of a save that can make the whole fight different. Saving someone from Rupture damage so they can stand in place for longer duration against Stone Gaze could work out amazingly. Ooh, some big items. Tier 3 Enchanted Quiver found by Dark Willow. It's a banger of an item because it does provide a true strike against Butterfly from Medusa.
Another strike. They're in on a sock, so there's the glimpse into the Shadow Dance. They don't have the control to get that catch, though. So he's able to survive, and while all this is going on, Skitter's still farming away from the fights. And you can see it's a 3k lead now for Tundra, despite the fact that they didn't get that Aegis. They spent all the time farming, and that's what's been expanding their lead.
Tundra's really good at dodging these fights, understanding where they can take it. Look where Skitter is. Like, he's out of the map. He doesn't exist.
Doesn't exist at all?
He's AFK. I mean, literally, he's just standing there waiting for Creep Camp to respawn to use his Midas, and he does it.
Very interactive gameplay right there. Oh, gosh. Standing in the mighty mines. I need some more lore about the mighty mines, I think, in my life.
The first one that comes to my mind is Probably Sniper, because he's a dwarf, right?
This is your Lord of the Rings.
That's it, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know much about lore in Dota.
You just know dwarves' minds. That's how sci-fi works. Or fan, you know, like
Throw
that's
in a
how
rain,
this
couple
goes.
of eagles, a wizard.
A barlog.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Well, 2 minutes left with this Aegis for Liquid. Charge on a Snake King all the way on the high ground. They've got the kinetic field. The Blood Right is down. And they go to the Nether Strike. They should have this kill, but he uses himself up into the air. They've got themselves the lasso. Snake King still alive, but the Sonic Wave finally hits. They get the kill to Boxy. Static Storm committed, and the Sonic Wave was Stone Gaze. So a lot from Liquid and the Rupture. Everything was used for a kill onto
Position
Techies.
5, yeah. Snake
right.
King's like, okay, I'll take that fight. If they manage to get another initiation going, he does have buyback available. Buys a little bit more time with this Yule Scepter, which is gonna be great. Dispelling some of these things like Solar Crest, of course, Bulldoze, Charge from Spirit Breaker as well. Buys a little bit more time. And holding on to Dandelion Amulet. I like that item a lot. Like, gives you a little bit more tankiness, mana, movement speed. Exactly what the heroes
Lasso.
need. Lasso again.
Yep. I know Insania. Blood Right to silence him. This is a bit far, but they do have Terrorize. And now 9 looking for the positioning so he can use that Ags and start throwing some Shadow Realm strikes onto these heroes. And that's exactly what he's going to do on Anisha. They go to the Cursed Crown, but the time walk over. Mickey, he's going to die here to 9. And now they'll take the Aegis out of the hands of the Queen of Pain. They don't have Bloodseeker. 9 doesn't have a lot of mana to work with, but he'll go to the Bedlam. Now they've got the Chrono. It's going to be right on top of the Queen of Pain. The Blast Off going to follow it up as well as the Sticky Bomb, but BKB as well as the Blink away. Nisha escaping for now. Bramble Maze laid down as well as the Cursed Crown. It's going to be on the Zai. They've got the Glimpse. It's on a Skitter, so
Another
Pain just
lasso.
escaping, but now they've got the lasso up once again. They'll pop the Lincolns, but it's not going to matter. They're still going to the Shadow Realm strikes. They've got the Disarm on the Medusa. Static Storm not even going to save him, and they bought back on the Bloodseeker now. So Tundra getting a buyback, getting a kill onto this Medusa, dead for 70 seconds. Big gold and a big fight one for Tundra.
Oh man, he used 3 lassos in that fight. I don't think the last one has been counted in. It's insane, because with Octarine Core, it brings it down to 37 seconds cooldown. He's still yet to find a tier 3 neutral item, so might find CDR item.
Tower has fallen.
And they want to take enemy Tormentor. They do have enough sustain. Like having Slark, they do have more than enough damage with their heroes.
No, Saxa, take it yourself. Go for it. They're not gonna take it. Interesting.
They were thinking about it, but maybe thought if Liquid has vision there, Slark can check it, but maybe couldn't check like everything, every single part of the Tormentor. So easy charge, fighting close to the enemy base. It was nicely placed Chrono after all, but something that Tundra doesn't really have is damage inside Chrono. If there's no Bedlam running, Queen of Pain is very tanky. Having that status resistance, sitting at almost 3000 HP with Power Treads on strength.
Tormentor. Dead.
Bit of a Monka
Disruptor
moment
will
there.
get
Whew.
Nice
For
shot.
Disruptor. Always sweating whenever we watching position 4 and 5s being close to Tormentor, especially the later ones, like 3rd, 4th Tormentor. You can't even be there. You're gonna die. Also, there's a bug. I played a game of Shadow Shaman yesterday or the day before. I moved away from Tormentor and my wards just disappeared. Because I was about to die.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
You need to not die to the Tormentor. Always a wise plan of action.
Tundra has been using this Slark vision to their advantage during the nighttime, and now they'll have even more night vision with Moonshard.
Right.
That is very close to be picked up by 9. Also level 18. Fear duration.
Flamebreak.
3.2 seconds.
Well, pop that Bulldoze, but now the Shadow Realm strike's starting to add up. And 9 will get the kill onto Boxy. So, the right clicks are going to start to be dangerous here from 9. And he's going to get that extra Shadow Realm duration potentially. at level 20. Although Bramble Maze -7 feels pretty good. Really
Now
depends
you
what
want to with this type of a build.
the extra 2 seconds, but I don't know. It's enticing. 7 seconds.
Well,
Taking
it's
a
for
13-second
the support.
cooldown.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But if you're playing
that's
core,
where my mind goes. I'm a support. I'm like, oh,
extra 2 seconds of ramping up that damage.
-7 +2. The math doesn't add up.
Yeah, it's -5. You actually get -5 seconds on Shadow Realm, which
Makes you worse.
it's a lot of damage now coming out from 9 once that level 20 so badly. Enchanted Quiver providing extra attack range on the proc as well, extra attack range. It's all about that true strike as well against Medusa. Zai has Butterfly, has Elven Tunic as well, sitting at almost 50% evasion. So it's pretty nuts.
So Roche, back up. So now Tormentor for Tundra. Snaking getting it with a blast off. Faceless Void will receive that shard. So I think Void had bought or got the shard delivered at the same time. I don't know. I saw him with just a shard in his backpack for a second. It was weird.
Didn't notice, but good shard. He can be the one providing vision. 33 gets
Blast
another
off.
initiation.
Yeah, blast off.
It's a
There's
big
the
one.
kill on a boxing. And they want more. Time Walk killing the courier. Now they found Zai. He'll pop the blade mail. Trying to run.
Team Liquid,
Skitter
they're
does
kind
have
of cornered
Chrono.
here. Skitter doesn't want to initiate with the Chronosphere, knowing that they don't have enough damage, might like catch someone. Most likely going to be using this Time Walk to scout things off. Potentially giving Slark a jump. Saksa, he's not too afraid to jump into a fight. Does have Shard, plus Shadow Dance, Heaven's Halberd, relatively difficult to burst immediately.
Now Tundra, the ones are into Roche, and there's a smoke from Liquid. They've got Boxy back in 2 seconds, but look at that. Immediately out of the pit, breaking the smoke. Kinetic field is up. They've got the Lincoln's pop. Time dilation used. Disarm, though, onto Zai. So he's not really doing that much damage. They've got the lasso. They get the control into Insania. Charge all the way in, and that finds Skitter. Skitter's going to be hit with a Nether Strike. They'll get the kill to the Faceless Void. He's going to have to buy back on this one. They'll look over. Is now into the Shadow Realm. Is 9, but is 9 putting out enough damage? Back into the Bedlam. Now looking as the BKB's been popped by Boxy. They've got the Static Storm. It's going to be on a 9. They'll get the control. They'll get the kill into the Dark Will. He's got buyback as well. With Chrono still available, they have to find an opportunity here to get an opening, but they're just not getting it. They're getting juked throughout the trees. The right clicks, the bashes all onto the Disruptor. But is this really enough, considering the fact that you've used so many buybacks for the side of Tundra?
Yeah, they need to go for this Roche. Anisha? Where is he going?
Anywhere but here.
Radiant's bottom tower is under
Ah, heavy buyback commitment from Tundra.
Yeah.
So let's see who decides to pick up Aegis. Team Liquid, they understand that most damage is coming out from 9, so they go for him almost instantly. Ooh, finds another big item. Timeless Relic. Extra debuff duration and extra spell damage. I think 9 should be picking up cheese in this one, and you give Aegis to Skitter.
So, Aegis. She's picked up by Saksa.
Saksa's holding on to cheese. He's super tanky. Might just give it to... If he wants to scale...
Chrono committed to Boxy on top. And look at the Shadow Realm damage starting to come out, and Skitter will get the credit for the kill. Taking high ground from Tundra, I feel like might be very difficult for Liquid with Shadow Realm if positioned correctly.
Yeah, and looking at what 33 has in his inventory, Hurricane Pike. Not the item you would expect to have on Batrider, but he can push people away. He can also kill his teammates, which is always good. But if Medusa, for example, uses Stone Gaze, he can push her away. Great against Spirit Breaker as well, stopping the charge from going through. Can they maybe connect onto Nisha? Saksa? He does have Bottle, Illusion Rune, and BKB.
Up that Falcon Blade on the ground for a second.
Slarks, he was very close to potentially getting the kill on the courier. Finds a tier 4 token for himself. Let's see what he's gonna get. I think he's sent it back as Cloak of Flames.
Matt Ryder also taking Havoc Hammer, so not getting the benefit of a Spell Prism or anything like that to lower the cooldown even more.
Another bonk ability against Spirit Breaker. There we go.
Yeah. Renovatos, Flame Break, Lasso committed. Boxy with the BKB, but the right click damage. Time walk in, the bash is there. Skitter gets a kill. And now they're right by the tier 2 tower.
33 hit, level 25. So Flame Break applies 2 Stick and a Palm charges, having 2 Flame Break charges as well. Now we need to pick up Shard for him. To have more Stick in the Palms. Batrider in the late game is insanely good hero.
So you have, like you said, the 2 Flame Breaks. Now you're getting 2 Sticky Napalms, 2 plus 2, 4. And then if you're putting one on yourself, that's 5.
Those, and then with the Shard, every second attack. So you're gonna go to 10 almost immediately in a fight.
Square root of. Havoc Hammer picked up for Saksa as well. He's got the Sag, so he's got 2 pounces now. See if he can leash up these heroes, and they're grouping up like they want to smoke, but a couple of illusions will spot Saksa. There's the MKB also being finished here for Skitter. You got to be careful, though, like even with this Aegis, they do have the lack of buybacks. Like, Nine's holding the cheese, but his buyback's on cooldown for 4 minutes. Void almost level 25.
Interesting one. Snaking picked up Martyr's Plate.
They're going to charge. They're going to go for the Bat Rider, but now Lotus Orb and the Stone Gaze used. They're starting to back away on these heroes. Shadow Strike, the Time Walk in. Skitter onto the high ground. Blade Mail might just lose this Aegis into the Static Storm, but the Time Walk over it. And they've got the Rupture. It's onto Saksa. He'll TP back. They've already lost the Aegis. The right click's in onto Snaking from Zai on this Medusa. As what can Skitter do? He's got Zai controlled thanks to the Chrono. Look at the right click damage onto this Medusa. They will obliterate him. 33 getting credit for that kill. Nisha and Mickey, though, not running too far away. They don't have Saksa. They don't have Snaking. They have Cheese available on 9.
Yeah, now it feels like they don't need to Chrono multiple heroes. Skitter was still holding on to Aegis, goes in, lands Chronosphere on Medusa from 100 to 0 with his Mindbreaker, MKB, Mjolnir procs. They do have more than enough damage. Hits level 25, which is going to make him super tanky, having that backtrack ability. And Medusa doesn't have Silver Edge, which is kind of a natural pickup, I would say. Maybe he thought it's not going to be the case, but this talent is being broken. You potentially can be broken, so...
Where's Zaya in terms of levels? Only level 23. Almost 25-ish for Nisha.
Yeah, that Scream of Pain AoE Fear talent. I missed that talent. It was so good. It was so broken. But yeah, you go for the Blink cooldown talent. Aghanim Scepter. We didn't talk too much about Nisha's itemization. Has Sight, has this Aghanim Scepter. Pretty, I would say, standard stuff. Has a little bit more control. Has another way to proc the Lincolns with that Sight, but then again, losing ability to proc the Lincolns with AoE Shadow Strike. So something you gain, something you lose.
Eventually gaining a lot of damage there, though. Blink Dagger now for the Medusas. You saw the build-up going for the Swift Blink for Zai. He was putting out a lot of damage, but once he was controlled, Skitter was able to bring him down very fast.
And I like what I see. Skitter going for Refresher, 300, 350. You do have enough. Well, I mean, you need Power Treads on Intelligence to cast it.
Plus 300, plus 350.
You have to use like Time Walk or something. Yeah, BKB is 50 mana. You have Regen, of course, but they're gonna give him cheese just for that. You're
And that
missing
puts 9 in an awkward position, right? Because, well, his buyback's back in a minute.
You're missing some of the stats, I would say, from Scotty, usually.
Okay. Lassoed. He got his Hex, but, well, that means he's not going to have any money for buyback.
Ooh, Faceless Void in the late game is just a menace. Especially when we come to this point of the game where he does have Refresher, maybe picks up Refresher Shard from Roshan. So, not afraid to use Chrono on a single target to be able to get a kill. Skitter jumping in, jumping out. Boxy, he's alone here now. Okay, gonna get out of the trouble. Thinks that he's fine, especially with having Aeon Disc available.
And not as popular of an item anymore. It used to be everybody picked it up. Now you see this very situationally. Senia blinking, 33 though. Flame break into the lasso. He's on the high ground, and well, he'll get the kill. So he'll take out the disruptor. This lasso being on such a short cooldown.
Yeah, he doesn't care at all about using this lasso.
Just
Boots of
stop
Travel
TPs,
2,
why
he can
not?
be anywhere on the map. Sitting on 4,000 gold. Let's see what the next item's gonna be. He can eat the axe for now, keeping the buyback.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
What's next here for 9? He wants either Hex or Blink.
He wants 25, first of all, and he got it. So,
Yeah.
100 attack
He's got
speed
that
from that
extra.
level 25 talent. On top of Moon Shard, let's see the right clicks. Let's see those.
Charge in, very ambitious, but they go to the lasso. It's going to be on his eye. They're going to throw the Terrorize right on top of him, but they
Oh, he
got the
bounced him
Chrono.
out. Never mind.
He's
Still
out
good.
of the Chrono, but still okay. All right, 9 gets the kill there on his eye. That was very interesting. Space, time, no match for
Are fortified.
Flame Break.
They don't know that Medusa doesn't have buyback. They could probably think your buyback costs around 2k at this point. 24 on Medusa.
walk
Boxy,
in.
Aeon Disc
Aeon
already
Disc.
procced. It's all you need. Couple of those hits from Dark Willow will do it.
9 in the Shadow Realm. Just throwing out some damage, or at least trying to.
I bet there's gonna be a lot of frogs in the chat looking. Dark Willow
at
sees the
this.
tower. Very
Yeah.
satisfying. The sound as well.
Close enough.
Nice.
Charge down bottom.
Dire's top tower
From
is under
Boxy?
attack.
I need more electricity in my...
Sounded like some
Like-
pinball sound from 80s.
Oh.
33.
Glimpse, nope. Back, lasso, Hex,
It's a huge amount of gold.
and he's dead. That is... Oh my god! That is so much gold!
1,200 for Nisha and 1,200 for the rest of the team.
Damn. That is so much gold. $23.99. It's a good price. So, getting that, he's not going to buy back. So that'll slow down the siege for at least another 70 seconds. And while that exists, Roche is top.
Looking at the gold on side of Tundra, like advantage is 13,000, but they're not investing into items. Techies 2k, 4k on Faithless Void, that's 6 on Dark Willow, 12, Batrider 6. So in terms of gold that they spent on items coming into a fight, there's like almost 20,000 unspent gold on Tundra right now.
Might get the kill on a Snake King, but he's hard to watch, or hard to keep a hand on, as he's got that Glimmer Cape. Now they've got the Sentry down. Hex, dancing, trying to survive. Now they go after Mickey. They've got the right-click damage from the Shadow Realm. Mickey's in some trouble. The right-click's coming out from 9 are going to be
Snake
more
King's
than
so
enough to get the
tanky.
kill. And now Snake King's still alive. They'll go to the charge. They've got themselves a Static Storm. Can they get the kill here? No, they're going to go to the Chrono, and they'll finally take out 9. But Chrono onto this Medusa. Skitter, uh-oh! He's going to get back to full health, but immediately taken down low again. Time Walk, and, well, Nisha's going forward with Boxy. They take out Snake King. they were fighting without 33, without the help of the lasso, as they're still looking to go for more. They've got the charge. It lands. The boots of travel level 2. Do you really want to go for this? Yes, you do. There's the lasso,
Refresher's
the
online.
control, Nisha, and now they've got the BKB. It's going to be a chrono once again onto the Medusa. They get the kill on Nisha with the right clicks coming out from the Shadow Realm. Nine's looking like Maximilian Pegasus with these Shadow Realm strikes. A triple kill for the Dark Willow.
They bought back on 9, bought back on Snaking to secure it. Faceless Void gets his refresher off cooldown. 33 comes into a fight with this. Oh, looking at the damage, 10,000 damage from Queen of Pain. Those Shadow Strikes, they do really hurt. Massive amount of gold as well coming Tundra's side. Roshan, again, is available. This is refresher, so double lasso or they might... Oh. Yeah, this initiation, I thought, like, glyph it. Use your glyph Faceless Void so that he doesn't die. So 33 can come into the fight. That's my thought process right there. And as soon as he catches Medusa with this Shadow Realm, plus Chrono, they do have more than enough to just bring Zai down almost immediately.
Zai dies in that fight, and then everything kind of falls apart around it. But they do have buybacks available on Liquid, so, I mean, that could be a big difference maker, right? BKB popped by Boxy, Snaking, chasing the Spirit Breaker. Not sure he's got the movement speed, but he does have the help here from 33, who's got the boots of travel level 2. They pop the Lincolns, and that might be enough to really stop 33.
Snaking is so tanky with his taser, disarming people, Heaven's Halberd, Yule Scepter, having this Martyr's Plate, redirecting some of the damage dealt to him, and then using Yule Scepter, not actually receiving damage at all. That's pretty smart from Snake.
Well, and this next, ooh, Revenant's Brooch. Okay. I like Revenant's Brooch.
There's no butterfly, there's no like miss chance in terms of armor. 22 on Faceless Void. Usually you want to pick up this item when you're playing against Terrorblade, Morphling type of heroes.
33 gonna go straight Ag's Blessing once he gets the gold in 100. Or, well, just buy it out now and get the gold afterwards. Who cares? So this is the full Blessing.
He's super farmed. He can still upgrade his Blink Dagger into Overwhelming Blink.
Yeah. And then he's back into these fights immediately with the boots travel level 2.
They gave him refresher.
So 5-man smoke looking for the opportunity. They already have the refresher orb on Faceless Void, but that's down for another 10 seconds, so he'll have that opportunity in a moment. The blink as well as the lasso that comes in. Uh-oh. They had him connected for a second. Does he really need the refresher shard? It's only on cooldown for another 30 seconds.
Yeah,
So, like,
definitely
that's
not an
nothing.
ability to just pop straight away. They're pushing out, they're picking out the top lane that it needs to be pushed out.
Good bots in, bots out. Why not? Smoke use, scan connect. Saksa is only here with 9, but they do have 33 with the boots travel level 2, so he's back into the fray. And you can see the Shadow Realm strikes coming through.
I always get anxious whenever I see Moonshard. This item should be lockable. Good dodge, Manta.
And then the Ruptured Glimpse charge coming in, now looking as they're trying to get some help here from the Faceless Void, TPing in. They go after Nisha. Nisha's going to blink out. Silence onto the Faceless Void. Shadow Realm strikes from the high ground. Still staying a little bit quiet. There's the charge. They've got the stun. There's the lasso.
Got it on 2.
Uh-oh, and now Static Storm committed. Shadow Realm strikes again, doing some damage here as they've got the glimpse, but the BKB will stop that glimpse, so he can go after Insania and drop the Chrono down onto the Disruptor, who's dead for 75 seconds without buyback. The Shadow Realm damage coming out onto Mickey. 9 going off in this fight. He wants more, but they've got the Hex. They have the buyback coming in from Insania. They should be able to get the kill on a Dark Will, but he does have that Aegis, so he'll come back up and be alive again. Well, they
They're
go to the
gonna
refresher.
focus
They've got
Zai.
the Chrono. It's going to be on a 2. They'll go after Zai. He doesn't have any mana anymore with the Havoc Hammer dropped by Saksa. They get the kill on a Zai. They'll take it the Medusa. He's going to buy back the Blink over, getting the silence on a 9 with the charge hitting from Boxy. There's the kill onto the Dark Will. Dead for 2 minutes, but Boxy's going to fall. He's got buyback. Like I said, the buyback's advantage was there for Liquid, and they're going to come back into the fight knowing that there's no more 9. He's dead for
He's
2 minutes.
silenced.
They look over and find the Faceless Void. They'll get the kill there and take out Skitter.
Oh god, the Mindbreaker. Also, Planner Pocket is doing so much work in some of these fights. Whenever I saw this shard, like at the first, it didn't really as impactful, but in some of these games where they do rely, like in terms of single target abilities that they can throw, there aren't any pretty much other than Curse Crown, and Dark Willow wants to keep the distance, so you use Lasso. If he has Planner Pocket available, there is buyback. No, not available on Dark Willow for another 2.5 minutes.
Oh, double lasso, pop the Lincolns. Now they've got the Hex, but box it with the BKB. They've got Saksa moving forward with that Depth Shroud down, Flame Break. Landing on the 3, they pop the Lincolns once again. They've got the Static Storm. This is going to be 33 in a lot of trouble. The right hook's coming in from Zai with the BKB being popped here. He's just going to stand his ground and look to get the kill. He's got buyback though.
Medusa's out of mana.
So you need to start backing up a little bit.
Yeah, they don't
Don't
feel
even take the tier 3.
too comfortable fighting into it. Medusa's still sitting on like 1500 HP, which she can easily be bursted. Even with 2 supports maybe. Couple of mines, Techi's about to crack level 25. Snaking will start to put in some mines inside the base. This was 25k gold lead for Tundra. Still, Team Liquid manages to push them back all the way to the base.
So, snaking. There's the 25. And he will take the minus 0.8 seconds proximity mines activation delay. Unfortunately, for all you fans at home of Techies, not the 252 damage.
Unfortunately.
Blast off, but blinking forward, going to the Hex. They've got the charge as well as the blood right down. Techies might just be dead anyway, and he's dead for 2 minutes. His buyback's on cooldown for another minute and 15. So he'll be dead at least for 75 seconds. They've got, oh, Skitter.
Oh, he was thinking about it.
Broke the high ground. They got the tier 3. They got half the racks.
I got him Scepter now completed on Boxy. So less cooldown on charge, plus also being able to go through magic debuff, magic. What's it called again? I keep forgetting. BKB doesn't give you magic immunity anymore. Debuff immunity.
Yeah,
Here we
debuff
go.
Immunity. Sorry.
You left me hanging there for
yeah. Well,
on
when I hear
purpose.
the sounds of you turning into a slot machine, I didn't know how to react. Ding, 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 ding. Debuff immunity.
There we go. We got it correctly. It's gonna take me years.
It's never. We're gonna be in Dota 5 before you realize that it's debuff immunity.
Pretty much 50 seconds until potential roast spawn.
Double damage on this Faceless Void. They've got the buyback available now on the Techies. They'll go to the Static Storm. The blink forward's going to be there, but they'll look over at 9. 9. Ooh, Lasso coming through into Insania. He bought back at the high ground defense. They'll go to the Sonic Wave. That's going to land on a 9. 9 silence up with the right clicks from Zyre coming out just yet. They go to the refresher. They've got this as the Chrono as well as the refresh on the Skitter with a BKB. He goes after Zai. Zai with no mana. Another Chrono run on top of him. You're not going anywhere, dude. You're stuck in time. You're not moving at all. There's the rupture on the Skitter. They look over as Boxy as well as Mickey can't do anything. They get the kill on the 2 of them. They've got buyback available on the Bloodseeker, but everybody else is gone for 2 minutes as it's a triple kill for the Faceless Void. They're still looking for Nisha. There's the blink, silencing up Saksa. Thanks to the shard, they go and get themselves their hands out of the Queen of Pain. They'll take out Nisha. He's got buyback, but
Someone
it's still
needs
going
to
to be
go
2v5.
to this bottom lane. Double catapult wave is going to be Techies. They used everything to try to go on Dark Willow, but he gets the Shadow Realm, the second Shadow Realm in a fight, uses all of his time, Queen of Pain, out of mana, and now buybacks need to come in. There are no buybacks available left on Liquid.
Can they hold, or have Tundra finally done it? Broken the streak, the lasso. That will connect, and Mickey is, well, trying to TP, burning, dying, dead, gone, 2 minutes. So now it's just up to the Queen of Pain. 9 though, look at the right click speed. They'll go for the throne, and it is setting up nicely to be theirs, and it will be. So Tundra taking the series 2-1 over Team Liquid in a